Martins. Martins, we can argue all day. We can continue to argue all day. But the truth remains that as long as that ghost is out there, I am not safe. You are not safe. So what are we going to do about it? Are we going to continue arguing? Or are we going to work together to apprehend that terrorist? Martins, I need you to understand that I want to do everything in my power to get your father out of prison. But you need to help me. We must work together. Help me by letting the past be the past.
Officer Gabriel. Officer Gabriel.
Yes?
The ghost you're looking for. He's right behind you.
Your hands up.
Oh, God, Jesus.
In one of my previous reviews, I mentioned that it would be amazing to see Officer Gabriel or Martins be the first person or persons to see Rambo in Babao house. And I don't know if I'm feeling like a writer right now, because tell me, it cannot be a mistake that both of them saw Rambo at the same time. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lami, and on this channel I make reviews about movies and have conversations with you guys. You already know by the title, it is Abattoir season 5 episode 10 review. This episode had me in my feelings for so many reasons. So you know how we do it. Quick summary, lessons, expectations, and favorite scenes, and let's get to it already. In this episode, Officer Gabriel has a dream, and she has a dream that Rambo comes into her house, takes her son and all that good stuff, and that leads her to a place of fear and anxiety. And now she starts to look for help by calling Martins to link her up with Babao, going to meet Chief Sonya, calling her officers if they've been able to apprehend Rambo, and just doing all she can, because now Rambo seems like a ghost, and based on one or two, the dreams and everything, is actually looking like they're dealing with a ghost. Eventually, through Chief Sonya's help, she gets through to Babao and visits him at home. Anyways, the Rambo she's looking for lives with Babao now. That's that about Officer Gabriel. About Martins, Martins moves from visiting his father to visiting. Okay, so because his father is in another prison or another police station, he gets an accommodation outside of Babao's house. Well, he moves back to Babao's place to actually say hi. And okay, let me not jump, let me just give the summary. And in that scene, we see that he sees Rambo at the same time with Officer Gabriel. To the campus, the brethren on campus are planning like a village outreach. But before the village outreach, Eva lands in the hospital because Makin decided to be stupid and beat her up. We'll get there. So that's that about the campus guys. Well, I forgot one thing. Larry decided to be our brother in the Lord and went to beat the Makin that beat Eva up. I love a good fight. Don't come for me. I just love a good fight. So that's that about the campus guys. Who am I missing? Yes, Akin gets a visit from Eniola's dad, who used to be one of the people in the secret CS calls, because his wife is now down with some kind of stroke or all, and he needs help to heal her. So I forgot one thing. We're at a point where Rambo is now seen praying. Well, more like crying, because it's not like he knows what to say, but it's just beautiful to see that he's at a point where he's surrendering to Jesus and all that good stuff. Now, our lessons this week are going to take like a new turn. So our lessons will be in characters. We'll pick each character and we'll talk around them. First character will be Folari. Folari was the star of episode 10. Because tell me, he carried that episode. He carried the character. He carried someone who is actually a new convert, passionate about Christ, but doesn't know how to like handle that passion. So he is what's the word now? He's channeling that passion through his old ways. He would normally fight, he would normally beat people up, So Makin beats his fellowship sister up, and Babao went to beat him up. I love it. I love it. I know Joshua Bamiloye on Twitter said all of us that are happy that Makin got beaten now. We need to attend discipleship class. Gladly. I will this one it sweets me die. I can't even lie. I was so happy watching that scene. I know. It's not giving class like, but I know that I need to work on myself. Anyways, so for Larry, being a new convert, still having let's always remember that transformation takes time. Transformation takes time. I know sometimes in movies we're given this idea of someone gets saved today, and they're already acting, there's an image they already have. Well, working towards perfection, right? But transformation takes time. So for Larry, still hanging out with his old guys, to me, let me know what you think though, but to me, it makes sense. Yeah, he calls them two idiots because actually they are idiots. They are idiots. They follow him to fellowship. It's not like they've given their lives to Christ. It's not like they've done anything. Just follow him around. They do whatever he wants them to do. But let's focus on the character of Folari. So Folari is seen to really have a heart for the brethren. He has a heart for the guys in the fellowship. You see him randomly say, "Can I give you a hug?" Randomly say, "I have a testimony to share," and he's sharing the same testimony over and over and over and over again, because that's what encountering Christ does to you. You just want to tell people how much of a new life you now live, how much of a sweet life you now have, how much of fun you're having, and how much of peace you're experiencing. So for Larry wanting to retell the story every opportunity he gets actually makes sense. And yes, I know I've been here, I've told you guys that I don't know what Folari's game plan is, because he's always trying to throw Juwon under the bus. But this guy led to the death of his sister. You don't heal from that fast. And I love how the writer is gradually progressing the characters. It's not like, I feel Damilola Babao, honestly, we need to give him all his flowers. He's not rushing the character development. He's not rushing the character growth. We're seeing that even Juwon still has his own. Bro Nicholas, he still has his own. Dele still has his own. Martin, everybody, we still have some level of healing, some level of growth, some level of work to do on ourselves. And those are just the things I wanted to point out about Folari. The heart for the brethren, that eagerness to actually stand up for a fellowship sister. It's not, I won't say it's exactly close to Eva. He has only seen her once, right? But now, because he works with Dele, Juwon, and the likes, and the escorts, yeah, it takes up the responsibility of who did this to a sister. I'm actually going. I'm going. And he went there with his guys. He went there trying to be a cool, calm, collected guy. But Maki did not let the job be. Maki kept bringing up the word suicide, and we know that his sister committed suicide, and that obviously triggered him. And he beats Maki up. A beautiful, good fight. No, beats, because it wasn't exactly a fight, but anyways, that's that about Folari. I feel like I enjoyed just talking on and on about this guy. Our next lessons will be from the character of Martins. Okay, so Martins has grown on us. We know him. We saw him grow. Like, from someone just said on Twitter today that we started watching Abattoir during the lockdown, and I almost couldn't believe it. It's been 4 years, going to 5 years, 2021, 22, 23, 24. We've been watching Abattoir for 4 years. Guys. Anyways, so we've seen Martins grow, and we now see him with the image of, we have been under Babagbero's tutelage and fathering and all of that. There's some things we don't expect from him anymore. There's some things we expect him to have outgrown. At the same time, I always say about all these characters, let's be extending grace. Because some of us, even us in our own lives, imagine if they could play your life as a movie. I will come here and review you and insult you. If they could play my own life as a movie too, by myself, I will come and review, because even me, I have some things I'm still doing that it's not adding up. It's not adding up. We've seen Martins grow, and we at this point we feel like, oh, he's a mature believer, and we don't expect certain things from him. But yes, you're mature, but when life starts to happen, you start to do things that you don't even know you still have in you. Remember, I think in the hospital scene where Folari said, I thought the old man in me is dead, but he's actively alive. See, when scripture said you have to see, it's a daily kind of work. It's not something you do once and you leave it at the cross. Yeah, you leave it at the cross, but daily you make sure that you are working out your salvation with fear and trembling. Do you get? So Martins as a character is seen to still exhibit some things that we feel like we should not expect from him. One, him not helping Officer Gabriel where we felt like, oh, this was your opportunity to preach to her. Let's not forget, Officer Gabriel has showed Martin Shege. Officer Gabriel has showed Martin Shege now. Let's be honest. Officer Gabriel has showed Martin Shege. Also, the way he spoke to Babao, emotions, rage, we get in our feelings and all of that. Was that right? Absolutely not. Right? Because Babao has sacrificed so much for him, grooming him, growing him up as his own son. The number of trouble Babao has gotten into, even Egbero has not putting him into that. Do you get? So, yes, even Martin still has some growth to do. Officer Gabriel will be our third character and lesson. Now, I'm glad finally there was a word that hit her. Remember when I said that phone call she had with Babao, that thing definitely planted a seed, definitely. So it was just a good build up. And when Chief Jerosora started to tell her, imagine you giving your son to die for, it made sense. And that now led her to pray for, she said herself, like, for God knows how long, when was the last time she prayed. Now that led her to actually say a word of prayer. And it's just beautiful to see that, yes, something always leads people to Christ. Some of us were born in Christian homes and all of that. So we didn't experience the chaos of not having Jesus in our lives. Right? So, but for other people, something always leads them to Christ. For her, it was just the anxiety, the chaos, the fear in her life, and all that she has going on. And I'm happy that after that prayer she still goes ahead to look for Babao. And Gabriel is one of those people who are just moral, like they just want to do the right thing. But that character is showing us that you can be morally upright, but you still need Christ, because she's a policewoman, and it feels like as long as I do the right thing, life is good and all. You do the right thing, but you still need life himself. You need life himself. Next character definitely will be Babao. There's not so much to say here, but because I think in my last review and in my last reviews I've said so much and a lot about him, but I just quickly wanted to point out, if you feel like there's anything I'm missing though, maybe in the character, in the lessons, please do well to drop it in the comment section. People are always reading the comments. Yeah, so now to Babao understands his work as a disciple. He understands that people you are discipling, as I spoke a lot about this, discipleship, grooming, that it's a thorough work, it's a work that takes time. People take time to change. We take time to change. Human beings take time to change. Human beings are not robots that you just set and program, and their habits, their thoughts, their ideas, their ideologies that have been deeply rooted in people, and every now and then they spring up. They spring up, yeah. But that's why we all have to be spirit controlled. So Babao, in that moment, seeing Martins just flare up, it hurt him definitely, but he was fatherly enough to also understand that, to also correct him and understand where he's coming from, right? Honestly, I think those are the characters I want to bring my lessons from this week. Now, one of my expectations, and let me know what you think. Do you think Officer Gabriel will actually arrest Rambo? Remember, she doesn't, as far as I'm concerned, she doesn't exactly have any evidence against him. She saw him with her son in her dream. Martin said he was in the hospital. She didn't see him. There are no evidences. You can't prove in court that someone disappeared. So, logically, there are no evidences against Rambo. What else can you say he did? I mean, the recent death and all of that, and her husband, Rambo wasn't even in the scene at the time. So tell me, what evidence exactly? So I feel like even when or if she apprehends him and takes him to, like, in custody, there's nothing she wants to use against him. Only if they just want to, like, dig up something or something. I don't know. Also, do you think Babao would let her arrest Rambo? Thinking about the fact that, it seems like she's part of, Babao's circle of people now. What do you think is going to happen, really? And how do you think Martins is going to react? Martins will not like it. Martins will not like it, especially because of recent he has been in his feelings. Martins will not like it. But really, I really want to see how that plays out. I know Babao will definitely come in and want to like bring some sense and decorum to that scene. But I want to see how Damilola and Bamiloye really will take us on a journey on that. So we see that Grandmaster actually has someone in charge of that territory. The brethren, the fellowship brothers, are going for retreats or for what's it called, like rural rugged vibe. It just tells us that the devil is not omnipresent. He's not everywhere. He just has people in places. just as God trusts his sons, you know, over territories, cities, countries, and all of that. What are they called now? Structures of society. Yeah, the devil has people in place. Grandmaster has people in place. When Rambo was president, he had people in place. It's like what is it called? Delegation. Right. So I really want to see how that plays out, because we see that the laughing demon, I don't remember what the guy's name now is. He's saying no, nobody comes in alive, nobody leaves and comes in alive, nobody goes, that kind of thing. So I really hope that the fellowship brethren go prepared, and they go, you know, in their authority as sons of God. And knowing that Falani will be going with them, I really want to see how that plays out, because I feel like there's going to be a little bit of drama and a little bit of, you know, laughing moments and all of that. And I look forward to seeing how that plays out. Also, I know that Aki will pray for, we'll go pray for Eniola's dad, Eniola's mom rather, and you know, she'll be healed. Also, I know that Eva will recover fast. Praying for Markin too, that he recovers fast and he receives sense. Otherwise, but Folari will put him back on that bed. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, I also hope that it's not even a hope. I'm talking about my expectations now. I also expect that in episode 11, Chief Jeremiah's case will like get to the scene, the court scenes and all of that will progress to the court scenes. I expect that Rambo will not take Officer Gabriel showing up in the house lightly. He will feel like it's a setup. He will feel like Babao kind of set him up. I want to see how the character of Rambo progresses from this point as a character now. You know, I want to see what the writer is about to do with that character. Yeah, I think those are my expectations. I'm not sure I have like a favorite scene. If it's to be the scene where Folari actually beats Maki up, but since they said we need discipleship class, let me not call it my favorite scene. Anyways, if there are things you found interesting in this episode, please let me know in the comment section. Again, if there are movies, series, anything else you'd like me to review, please do let me know. I'll try. I'll try, you know, to jump on it and, you know, have us talk about it on this channel. On that note, we've come to the end of this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys on my next one. For now, bye.